There's been a lot of audience participation tonight. I'm not gonna make you raise your hand if you suffer from anxiety or depression. I'm just gonna say I see you. And when I approached my doctor about switching up my meds, she was open to it. It was September 27th of this past year, just a week before I was turning 49. And it had started over the summer where I was talking to some friends who were on the same meds, and they were saying things like, I don't know, I'm just in this really narrow band. Like, I'm fine, but like I don't feel happiness or joy. I also don't feel despair, which is the point of the meds, but I don't know if I like this narrow band. And I was like, oh yeah, that might be me too. And then in August of this past year, just a few months ago, I signed with an agent to represent my memoir. And this is something I had wanted for as long as I knew it existed, and I felt nothing. Nothing. It was like, okay, check, what's next? Okay. And I would tell my friends who are writers, like, okay, so I have an agent, this is our plan, and they would be ecstatic. And I would like tell them I was ecstatic, but I was like, not. I mean, like, intellectually I definitely was, but like emotionally, nothing. So I went to my doctor and she sort of explained to me like how you titrate off one med and how you ramp up another med. And she said to me, are you ready for a bumpy few months? And I was like, sure. I was like, there is no good time for me to have a bumpy few months, but like waiting isn't gonna make it any better. So the first week of October, right after I turned 49, I start this whole titrating stuff. And it's horrible. Horrible. I am having every side effect in the book. My lips are really dry. My heart palpitations, like I thought I was gonna die every day. My chest was tight. It was itchy all over. And my sleep was messed up. And see, here's the thing about making a change, like, you shouldn't make a lot of changes at once. But I did, because it was like my birthday, and it was Rosh Hashanah, it was a new Jewish New Year, and I was like, not only am I gonna change all these meds I'm taking, but I'm gonna start exercising, and I'm gonna stop doom scrolling, and I'm gonna stop going out for that decaf almond milk mocha every single day and paying so much money, I'm gonna brew my coffee at home. But everything was horrible. Like I shouldn't say everything was horrible, because it was also sort of wonderful. I could feel things like joy. And I was crying again. And here's the thing about crying, I love to cry, and for 4 years on that damn med, I didn't cry at all. But while I was going through this switch up, I was crying all the time, and not because I was sad, but because I was happy, or because I was watching someone do something like incredibly brave and vulnerable, and even if I didn't know them, I thought it was so amazing that I was crying, and I just started to feel like myself, except for the itchiness, the heart palpitations, the lack of sleep, the tight chest, and I thought, oh God, I can't do this. I gotta go back on that other med. I gotta level out. I cannot survive with heart palpitations every day. And did you know that heart palpitations are not just, but they can be slow, and it like felt like someone was in my chest massaging my heart in a bad way. And I couldn't do it. So I was like, I'm gonna write to my doctor and I'm gonna go back on the other med and it's gonna be fine because like whatever, life. And I brew my cup of coffee to sit down and write her this email. And for the first time in about a month, I look at the beans, like the grounds, and the good news is, they were not decaf. The best news in the world was the new med is awesome. I just shouldn't drink caffeine. Thank you.